But I will say now in 2024, and I know this is a conversation people don't like to have, but there are a lot more, I want to say bisexual and gay men, but I'm going to say bi. So there's a lot more men who are into men and into women. That's just something that's going on. We're hearing more and more and more of those stories. Hello, do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yes.
What brings you up tonight?
Okay, so I have a question about like what you would do in the situation because I'm just going through something right now and I don't really have a lot of friends like get their advice. So I'm just kind of curious as what you guys would or what you would, give me advice on. So basically, I was at dinner. I went to brunch with a friend and my friend is transgender. She's a beautiful girl.
Mhm.
And I've known her for a long time, couple years now. And we were at brunch and we were talking and I've been talking to this guy. We don't talk anymore, but
Mhm.
I do work with him. And we were talking for a long time. It was very intimate, very deep. And mind you, my best friend transgender, but this is my best friend. But she doesn't live in my area anymore. She moved to Miami, so she's not in this area. And basically, we went to brunch or whatever. She just came down for the New Year's, and we were at brunch, and I was showing her my man.
Okay.
Well, I was showing her the guy, from past tense. He's not. We don't talk anymore. But she
Okay.
did tell me they slept with each other before. And so now I'm just in a situation where I'm obviously I can't be mad at my best friend and I'm not.
I remember when I lost my mind. Here we are. So this brother, he was putting boo-boo in your cuckoo. Disgusting. This guy, it was you and your bussy bandit friend and this man. He was putting boo-boo in cuckoo and then putting cuckoo back in boo-boo. And he was
Yeah, pink to stink, stink to pink is absolutely diabolical. Technical foul, no trial, straight to jail. Goodness gracious. I, from what I've observed on this wicked internet at times, anytime these women show they man friend that's messing around with zesty besties and transformers, that when you see the dude, you always be like, you couldn't tell. I swear to goodness, every single time, Mr. X, if she was to show this ninja, if her story is freaking true, all right, and you see this dude, you gonna be like, you couldn't tell he liked the little boo boo, a little boo boo shoot.
Not mad at her. She didn't know it was him, obviously, and it did happen a while ago. But me and the guy, we are still friends a little bit. And I
Mhm.
just think that is very awkward now. And I don't know if I should, because I feel like if that's your preference or if that's something choose to partake in, that's fine. But
Mhm.
I would have liked to be aware of that. I feel like, we were, like I said, intimate for 7 months. And I didn't even know you were into. And before, when they were intimate, she wasn't transgender at the time. So she was just like a femboy.
huh. Shout out to brother Tristan. Batman should not be able to beat this out of some of y'all. You're supposed to take some of this stuff to the grave. Now, what do you got? He's clearly sleeping with men, women, trans. There's unforgivables is probably in this somewhere. And this is not recreational anything. Don't touch this woman.
See that? Thank you, Mr. X. Oh, it's getting tougher and tougher for y'all. Look at the subject on the screen. That's not a bad looking young sister. All right. She flirty, she girly. I ain't gonna say feminine. She flirty and girly. And you will have no idea that she most likely to have boo-boo in her cuckoo. This is the horrors. Y'all better protect yourselves out here and date with intention. Don't be out here date it. Listen, I swear to goodness, if I'm talking to my son, I'm saying if it looked like an IG baddie, avoid it. Seriously. If it got the signs, any of the signs, upper body tattoos, forehead, curtains, too many chains, nope.
And shout out to my guy Stern. Y'all better stop eating Kuda Kata too. If this don't Imagine eating this woman cuticata after some guy just put boo-boo in her cuckoo from another guy, and then you down there eating cuticata. Don't do it.
This is why I can't do polygamy and all this. Listen here, you gotta be for me. I don't like restrictions. See, ain't no way. Free hunching and munching, effing yuckity.
Was you're into actual boys. So it's like, I just feel like that's something I should have been.
Yeah, privy. I guess like that he's bisexual. It sounds like he's bisexual.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. Yeah,
or something like that.
Or
And
LGBT. So I think moving forward, I will say this. This goes to everyone watching. I think in 2024, you have to ask men and women, are they a part of the LGBT? I think it's Q. I think LGBTQ. So that's something you now have to ask, I guess moving forward, if that's important. I guess when you guys get comfortable enough, But typically, most men, I don't think they will tell you. If
yeah, and I see a lot of comments saying he didn't have to tell me. I think that, like I said, I feel like if you're intimate with somebody on that level for that long, I feel like they should know your preferences, or at least if you're open to another gender, because I feel like they should have the choice to say, okay, that's just something that I don't want to involve myself with. But then the other thing is, at some point when he was over here, he saw my best friend on the phone. So then it's like, okay, well, now this is
so your best friend had no idea you was talking to this guy.
No, it's not that she didn't know. She did know, because I talk about him all the time. But like, he's not somebody.
For how long did she know that y'all were talking and she never brought that up?
Well, the thing is, she didn't remember. The way she explained it to me is just like,
Can we stop saying she? All right, they thought she. Nah, let's take the S off. But whatever, here we are. This is disgusting. This is disgusting.
I'm having a hard time. Like you said, she keeps saying she, and I'm like, who is this? Where this woman come from? But it's her transmission person. So okay, so whatever. So what's her point? So is she conflicted as to whether or not to leave her boyfriend because he was out here hunt? Like what? See, these are the games these women play. This should be a strong standard. This should not be a gray area. This is why y'all wind up like this. You like, whoa, I want a man, women. I would imagine y'all want a man that only likes women. So if you find out at any given time he dabbled with dudes, that should be a deal breaker. Like, no. Because listen here, ladies, regardless of what y'all think up here talking about bi men, I don't know nothing about that. Once he jump over that fence, he forever got a passport. He over that fence. He over there.
She didn't know his name. She said she didn't know his name. Like, I don't want to put her business out there, but I can see why it would be like, oh, somebody who just slipped her mind, to put it in, for lack of better words. I see why that could have like slipped her mind. She's not really, I'm trying not to put her business out there.
No, I get what you're saying, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I just think moving forward, I say everyone just be safe, be safe, practice safe seg, make sure you're definitely asking my chart. And if you're not into a certain lifestyle, I think, over time you can ask those questions. A man should be able to ask you, you should be able to ask a man. I'm not saying everyone's going to be honest, but definitely if that's a concern, I think that's something you should ask.
So do you think that I should be asking the guy as well? Like, is this something that was even true? Because now people are saying, I don't think that the thing is, I mean, yeah, it would be very weird of her to go out of her way to, lie about this guy. She's never really seen him until I showed her the picture. And then she was like, oh my God, Tone. them. And it was just like, it was just one of those moments where she was in shock and I was in shock. Because like I said, I've talked about him, but he's not someone who's on social media a lot. He's very like quiet. He doesn't post himself. So it's like, oh, when when I would talk about, she didn't know. Well, I couldn't show her any pictures, and I didn't take like any videos with him. So it was kind of just like I'm just telling her about a guy, and then I sit down and we do dinner, and then I finally show her, and she's like, oh, we've done it. But like I said, I work with him, so we are kind of on good terms. But I do feel very awkward now, and I just,
But why? Why do you want to date him still, or is it over? Like, is
well, the
it? It's time
thing
to
is,
move on. You guys are not dating, so why does it matter at this point?
yeah, so I should still be his friend.
No, I'm not. You don't have to be his friend. No, you could just say, "Hey, how are you?" Keep it pushing. That's it.
Yeah.
It's totally up to you what you want to do. But I mean,
Well, Ashley, in this moment,
Because you done got addicted to penis juice, and now truth knocking you smooth across your damn forehead.
so she like, I still want to be friends with him because he do be putting it down. He just be putting it down with all of us. He's just stroking everything, which is disgusting.
There you go. That's the only thing that describes this way of thinking. If it's either a deal breaker or it's not, what could cloud her decision making in this? Weenie juice. Uncut, pure nug weenie juice straight to the main vein. And here she is. That's why she up there with her face twisted. I don't know what to do. I don't like what he doing, but I like what he does to me, Ashley. Tell the truth, she ain't the devil. Stop playing. Ain't no need to be confused. You now, everybody just buy. Y'all all buy now. Enjoy.
Yeah, because the chances of her, what are the odds that she probably done slept with her zesty bestie before is high. And the fact that the zesty bestie said that he screwed her man, we don't know who was top, who was bottom. We don't know what was going on. So just
Yeah. We don't know who was doing the bending.
that part.
that's his lifestyle. That's what he's into. And you get to decide: do I still want to be friends with him? Do I want to date him? You get to make that decision. If it's a no, then it's a no.
Yeah. I don't know. I
I'm
just feel like
sorry
it's
that
so
happened.
traumatizing. Yeah, I just feel like that's very
Yeah.
traumatizing. I don't
Yeah,
know.
absolutely. No, I can see how that, could kind of break your heart. Like, I didn't
Yeah.
know that, like, you could have told me. I feel like blindsided. And on top of that, it's like, damn, it's not even with a stranger. It's with
It's my
my
best
best
friend.
friend.
And I only
Yeah,
have
I
two
think that's what
friends.
it is. Yeah, it could
So
have been someone else.
it
Yeah.
could have been
It's,
anybody else. And then it's like, okay,
yeah,
well, whatever. But I
yeah.
talk to this friend every day. Every day. Like,
So,
it's just so awkward now. Like, I just wish I didn't know. I just wish I didn't know. I don't know. I'm just so sad that I found out because like it's just awkward and now I feel like my best friend feels away because when I found out, obviously I can't act like, "Oh, okay, well you didn't know," and
yeah.
then brush it off. I'm traumatized. We just stopped talking like last month and I'm still hurt about it. Like I said, it was a very hard breakup for me in general. So I
Mhm.
just feel like it's a lot of moving parts, but you don't think that I should address it with him at all?
No.
Like,
And why would she say she will wish she didn't know? Would you want to be sitting here still sleeping with a guy that's sleeping with Transformers and you didn't know and you opening yourself up? Let's say you don't got nothing. Let's say you didn't catch nothing so far. You saying you wouldn't want to know and keep the chances open that you can catch something.
They don't want to know. Yes, they don't. She like, cause I ain't leaving. It would be best for me not to know and stay than to stay and know. Huh? What they care if you say now that she know, now she got to do something about it. Now it's on her mind. This is sick. I love the confession. It's not smart, but this how they think. Yeah. She like, I ain't leaving. He on his way now to give me some of that wonk-tastic meat. But I wish I didn't know that he liked meat. I can't even say it.
You see what I'm saying? That's like saying you got your favorite restaurant and they failed a food inspection. They got roaches. You can be like, I wish I didn't know. I wish I didn't read that. If I didn't know, I'd just keep eating there.
There you go. If I didn't know it was roach eggs in this chow mein, I wouldn't be disturbed. Why you have to tell me the roach eggs was good?
at all. Okay.
No, no. I just think if that's not your man, you're not dating him, then there's no need to bring that up, you know? And it won't change anything if you do. He could
It
be like,
really
oh,
won't.
whatever, like, whatever, who cares? Or he can deny it or whatever. Like, you know, he's dealing with his own stuff. But I also want to let you know that you're beautiful and it has nothing to do with the way you look or who you are. So I also want to give you that and say that to you. I
Yeah.
don't want you to
Thank
be in your
you.
head about that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
don't think you got to do a million things to change yourself. Da, da, da. Get out of your head about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. That's
You're
it.
welcome, darling.
I don't know how to get off. Can you like kick
No,
me
I
off?
got. I don't think it's that. Like she said, they've known each other for a long time. She liked him. They were emotionally involved or whatever. They slept together. I think it's just harder that it was her best friend. Put yourself in that situation. It's your best friend. It's your best friend. You know, it could have been anyone else. I think it's more heartbreaking because it's your best friend, you know? Like she's a human. She has feelings. I don't think it's necessarily his lifestyle. Okay, you whatever. But with my bestie, oh Lord. And she said it happened with her best friend before her best friend transitioned. I guess her best friend was still a boy at the time or a guy. So there's a lot to unpack. But I will say now in 2024, and I know this is a conversation people don't like to have, but there are a lot more, I want to say bisexual and gay men, but I'm going to say bi. So there's a lot more men who are into men and into women. That's just something that's going on. We're hearing more and more and more of those stories.
You a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
We ain't doing that. Like you said, for YouTube purposes, y'all know this LGB is a touchy subject, but we don't believe in that the bi stuff. Like you said, you can get with this or you can get with that. All right, it's that simple.
I love it. Who made that song? You can get with this or you can get with that. But you can't have your cake and eat it too, huh? Or your cake and eat it too. No. Once you jump that fence, listen, I believe that manhood is fragile. I said it. Like looking back on events in history, men before us, events, fragile. Don't toy. You can't tamper with it. It's like a grenade. It's powerful. Powerful. But you tamper with it, boom, it's gone as hell.
That part. So with that being said, to the pit.
Yes, bye.
Madness. Fuck is you talking about?
This is Sparta!
You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to hide. You gotta count your blessings. You're sitting at the table. You hear me?
Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
No, sir. No, ma'am. Yeah. Shout out to I think it was Chris Rock or no, Dave Chappelle said, bring back the Stonewall Rainbow Gang, the what was it? The Village People, old strong, they stayed to themselves. They can't you didn't know. You had no idea what they did behind closed doors because they kept it behind closed doors. God dog. Now y'all just wanna all right. Keep it up. Keep being nasty and freaky.